Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel where we make data very insightful. If you're a returning subscriber, I welcome you back to my channel, and if you're a new subscriber, I really appreciate you. You are highly welcome. I remain my humble self, Simon Namde, and a data analyst. Just hold on while I take you through what we have for today. We are going to talk about data cleaning, preparing a report, or maybe building a dashboard, or even analyzing a trend. The quality of your data is everything. Let's be real here. Data isn't always that tidy and neat. Sometimes you've got missing values and even duplicates entries, and that can throw off your entire analysis. But don't worry, today I'll be showing you some practical techniques to clean and prepare your data in Excel. You can make sure your analysis is accurate, efficient, and actionable. This approach of data cleaning has remained the number one in data analysis because you have to clean your data for impurities. Data cleaning is quite crucial because it's one of the major approach in data analysis, if not number three, because first you will have to know the objective of your analysis. The second one, you have to do your data collection. Then the third one, now comes the data cleaning we are talking about. And you can't clean your data without knowing the objective and the source of your data. We'll be using Excel, like I said. In that Excel, we have an editor we know as Power Query. Power Query, it's actually a connection technology. It's available in Microsoft Excel and Microsoft Power BI that allows users to connect, transform, combine different sources. So I will suggest you relax while I take you to the screen. I will have to open my screen and then open Microsoft Excel so that I will show you what we have there. Okay, let's start immediately with our data cleaning. We are going to work on a project. I'm going to import a data that we are going to work. I will want us to listen very carefully while I do the work. The first thing to do now is, you see, I will point to my menu bar. This is my menu bar here. I will click on the data menu. This is actually a Excel environment. We all know about this interface. This is my menu bars. I will point to the data menu. When you click on your data menu, because I'm trying to bring in the data we are going to work on, I will now go straight to get data. You see this button here, get data. Then you will point to the arrow that is pointing down. I will click on that place because it's going to direct me or take me to the source where my data is. This one from file. If it's from database, you point to this and then it will take you to any of the databases it is, or from Azure, it will take you to anywhere. Then online services, and from other sources, you may define that maybe a custom one. So, but in our own case, it's saved from file that's is in our computer. I'm importing from here. I will click on this. Okay, then when I click on that, I'm going to the folder where I saved the work. So I can actually go here. Then is on my desktop, data analysis. Then I will now point to class on this. So this is the file or the data we are working on. Then I will now click on, when you select the data or the file, then you go to import, then click on import to import it. While it's coming, like I told you, it's actually going straight to our editor. The editor we have here, it's our Power Query. Now, this You can see this interface here. We call it the navigator. That is the first stage of getting to Power Query. Now we have to click on the sheet 1 to preview our data. So remember, this is the folder where the data belong, data cleaning with Namde, and is on the sheet 1. So I click on it, that is highlight the sheet 1 for you to preview your data. So this will give you a clue of what you are going to bring in. From here you could depict why, if actually this is actually what we are going to work on, or maybe you are about to open in a wrong one. So we can preview this. So it's actually what I want to import. If actually this data, probably you had already cleaned the data and you want to work on it, you go straight to load it on your Excel. But since we've not done anything on the data and we still need to do something to make it, to clean it, so we are going to click on the transform data button here. We click on transform. It's going to take us to our Power Query. This is Power Query editor. Like I told you in my introduction, this is the editor we are going to use for our transformation. So the Power Query is opened. If you check on the bar here, you will see sheet 1 Power Query editor. So these are the Power Query menus we have available. We have the file, we have the home, we have the transform, we have the add column, we have the view menu. Whatever you are going to do, they are all embedded here. So this is the file, so this is the home, of which there's the default. So this is the transform menu, this is the add menu, and this is the view menu. If you are really a data analyst or a data scientist, or actually an upcoming one, or in your intermediate level, or you're an expert, you will be able to depict the problems of this data. Yes, you should know when the data is correct and when it's not correct. That's the first thing you should know as a data analyst or aspiring data analyst. There are some things you should know about data. So first thing now, look at this data set. Look at the first row. What do we call this? We have column 1.1, column 1.3, column 1.4, column 1.5. I mean, it's crazy. So I don't understand that. If actually, as a data analyst and a company or a client approached me with, and I tried to open their data and found out that we have these, something like this included in their data. So don't know what, I wonder what this is doing. These are the things we need to clean off from here, because it's of no use. I don't see it passing any information to us. So that's number one. Number two, now it's you can see we have these things are not really regular. So we have IT, we have again information technology, of which is the full meaning of IT. So I don't get to same department name in one column, so it doesn't make any meaning. And then come to dates menu, we have it as a stroke, then this one hyphen, so it doesn't call for, then this one is dot. I mean, it's crazy. You can imagine that's another one. We have empty cell here, in C. I don't know why. Then we have null here. Then I think so we have null everywhere here again. Then we have dash here. If you leave all these things like this, they will all show, and you won't like the outcome of your visuals. So that is why you have to take your time to make sure that you remove all those things and even some duplicates. I will advise you watch me do the cleaning. Or as far as you are at this point, the first thing to do is to check if your data were all imported. How do you find out if you have? Because the clients may have or pre-informed you that okay, we are 1,000 rows or 1 million rows or or 10,000 rows, as the case may be. So maybe probably during your discussion when he or she was trying to let you know about the objective of the project. So probably maybe he may have mentioned, said it, and you heard it somehow. So you're not trying to find out if actually he was correct. What you do is you come to transform menu, then you see count rules. You click on the count rules, then it will tell you the number of rows we have. But let's try to clean the data first, then we now know the actual number of rows we have. So if you want to go back to where you came from, so you don't do control Z here, or maybe do undo button or the whatever. This is your undo. You have to click on this bad here. This is Power Query, so we have to click on this bad here to go back to where you were before. Now we are here now. What we do, we want to get rid of this row. If you check from here to here, we still have something of that nature. You see, we have to get rid of it because it doesn't count in our project. So what we do, just look at the ribbon here while still at the home button, then you see where it's written remove rows. Then you can click on that, or you click on the arrow pointing down. When you click on the arrow point, it depends on where the rows are or the row is. Then in our case is at the top. That's the first one. So remove top rows. You click on it. Then when you must have clicked on that, so a dialog box will appear trying to find out how many rows you are taking out. In this case, it's one. So it's one we are deleting. So you type there and then click OK. That row is gone. Now check our column headers. I don't know what they mean by column 1, column 2, column 3, and the rest of them. So but if you look at the first row here, you will see that we are having employee ID, first name, last name, department. It looks as if this row is the one that's supposed to be here. With the initiative, you have known that this should be the headers. What do? You want to move these headers to the actual place they're supposed to be. So the best thing to do is still there on the or at the home menu. You look at the ribbon, then you will see where it's written use first rows as headers. Then you can click on it, or you click on the arrow because we still have other things under it. So use first rows as headers. Now you click on it, they will automatically assume that position. Now we have seen this. No need scrolling. Let's assume we have 1 million rows of data. Is it how you are going to scroll to get to the last row? No. We have to use a filter to help us know the content of the columns. Here you will see this arrow here. These are filter. Then you point to that arrow to know what's happening in this. Because I am using this because this app is appearing as a primary key. We know what primary key is. We are using this as a primary key because this now has the relationship binding all these other rules. What I'm doing now is I want to check if we have something to do. You'll see that we are having dash and null. So we want to put them off the data. You uncheck them and then click OK. They've all gone. Because the client has given me this, I want to add my own primary key. I don't want to use their own. Don't delete the already existing primary key, but I want to add my own for easy understanding. And what do? I'll go to add button, add column. Instead, you point to index column to start from 1. So, but I want to move it to the first, that's the beginning. I right click on it and then go to move. I will take it to beginning. It has shifted to this place. I want to give it the data type, it's numbers, but it's advisable we leave our data type as text. So I have to leave it as text. Then this one is okay, it's as text. Then first name and last name, they are fine. They are all fine. It's okay. Okay, then okay. Department is okay. This one. So this salary. So we have to be careful here when you are working with a data that has salary. You see, this salary of a thing and date, they are very, very crucial. So sometimes they can frustrate your life, but you have to be very careful about it. What do I do now? I want to separate the dollar signs from the numbers we have. Click on that the column, then I'll go to home, then split column. I'll click on this by delimiter. The velocity is by this dollar sign. That's fine. I'll click OK. It has moved that out of that dollar. So I have now, and I now have this. So I will not delete this. I remove it from my table. Then this, I can now add currency as a data type. Currency. So it's fine now. Then for the date, this date, it's date. So I think it's giving me error here. So anytime you encounter this, you know that probably is from your regional settings. So to get to that regional setting, I'll go to my file, then go to options and settings, then go to query options. The dialog box will open now. Then you now point to regional settings, then it's in United States English. Let's change it to UK, United Kingdom, to see if it will be fine. Then click OK. When you click OK, it's still like that. Then you go back to that place number, change the data type, and then click. I think it has corrected. It's fine now. So that is sorted. Then I now go to the address. The address is fine. It's the age. Age should be in not this one because I didn't see any points there. So using whole number for age, but I can see null here. So let's filter to see if there is another thing apart from the numbers and the null. So just the numbers and null here. So I want to I don't want to see that null there. But in this case, we can't deselect this because it's not the primary key. And if you do that, it's going to affect every other row. So what do we do? So anytime you encounter such problem, as far as it's not up to 10% of the entire data we have in that column, you look for the mean or the average of that particular column. So in our case, it's just 3%, and we have to look for the mean. Checking for the mean, now you come to this place. How do you find this? Sometimes you will try to do this, you will not see it. So what you do, go to view menu, this column profile. So I've removed it. So if you want to see that, you just include that column in check the column profile so that this will appear. So this is average here, 32.0857. I'm going to take 32. So what you do is go back to that. You say replace value. How did I get to this place? Go to that menu, edge menu you want to check, then right click on it. Go to replace value. You click on that replace value. What you have in that place you want to replace is null. So, and you want to replace it with 32 as the mean or the average. Then you click OK. So it has taken care of that. That has been taken care of, so we don't have empty again. So for this one is fine. So I want to change this to whole number. So for the state origin, it's okay. For the gender, let's check the gender. As for data type is fine. Then you can imagine we have female, 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 female starting with small letter F, female with small capital letter, male, male, that is male with small letter M, then male with capital letter M. So we are going to take care of this so that we have just two entities here. So the male and female were written either in capital letter M and capital letter F or small letter M and small letter F. So how do we get rid of this? For this one, we first of all say anywhere you see you right click on this, then go to replace value, replace it with this, and go to match the entire cell's content. If you don't tick this, what you see, so you click OK. Anywhere we see that female something, it has been corrected. Nothing has been done. I know what's happened. Sorry about that. Now, before anything, because why that didn't take effect is because we haven't trimmed the our data. We need to trim it. So these are the tests. I need to trim them so that whatever we are doing, we have effect immediately. So click on this and then go to transform. Go to transform and then trim so that it will remove spaces either before or after or in between. After that, I will still go there to, I will select capitalize each word. So any word is being capitalized. We'll come back to that now. I think we'll be having just two female, male, and then male. So female, replace female with female. Replace value female, replace it with what we know, and match entire cell content. Click OK. And when you go back to that, you will see that we are having just female now. Then we now do for this, replace male. Click this, replace male with what we know, match the entire cell contents, and boom, we are having what we're supposed to have there, female and male. So that is for that. Then for the marital status, filter, okay, divorced, married, single, that's fine. For employee type, full-time, hybrid, remote, that's fine. We've been able to accomplish that. For this, I haven't trimmed this. We need to trim this too. and again to capitalize each word. For these other ones, we have to trim them too, like this thing. That's fine. So when we look at this now, we see that the data set is, well, there's number, employee ID, first name, last name, department, salary. So let's rename this. Let's rename this salary, start date, address, age, state of origin, gender, marital status, employee type. Okay, as you can see, the data is fine now, but not really fine. Something is missing somewhere. I pointed out something today. This, we're having IT and information technology. Let's come to this row, column. So we have finance, human resources, information technology, IT, marketing, operations, sales. So this IT need to be changed to this information technology. So we have to replace value, replace you have to type it how it is. Then information technology. So, and you have to match it with the entire cell content, and then click that, then try to filter again. As you can see, it's fine now. Our data is quite beautiful now. The data is fine now, and it's looking amazing. Now if you try to count, this is the actual row we have, 72. So now when you're done, you can now rename your data. We're having sheet 1, so you can say cleaned data sets. Okay, so when you are done, you can now import it to Excel by loading it to Excel. You point to Y on your home menu, then you click on this, you say close and load. So this Excel interface now is bringing us to Excel. So as you can see, have you seen a beautiful data we have here? So the table now looks so amazing and fine. At least this one, you'll be able to understand what's happening here now. That is how to clean data. So data cleaning, like I said, is quite important and very, very crucial. While giving a task, you have to make sure that the 80% of the job you are going to do lies here. You have to do it very careful and make sure that you come up with something very tangible. Please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to my channel. And when you subscribe, please turn on the notification bell so that you'll be able to know when I had uploaded a video, or maybe I'm live on the channel. Thank you.